At the start of the hearing, Retirement Fund Chairman Joe T. San Augustine called the governor's early retirement plan a dagger at the heart of the retirement fund and said he doesn't understand why GovGuam is seeking to balance its budget on the backs of retirees.
I don't know how we're getting this thing, keep the retirement fund, as I said, brought in the picture in the first place. We were out there doing our business, collecting funds, what it's supposed to be, and minding our own business. All of a sudden, hey, you come here and bail us out. I don't understand that.
Chairman San Augustine, he talked about, well, the option here is to basically reorganize. What does that mean? That means lay off employees. And I thought that was something we were all trying to avoid. Instead of forced layoffs here, the governor has come up with an option here for voluntary separation instead of forced layoffs. Let the people decide.
The governor's chief policy advisor, Arthur Clark, argued that while the retirement fund has a duty to the fund and the fund only, the governor and the legislature both have an obligation to the health of the general fund as well as the retirement fund.
We start risking the overall health of the government, which includes the retirement fund, when we don't take into consideration the health of the general fund. And we've had 3 successive years of deficits.
Maggie Raubovsky of Wilshire Associates is the retirement fund's chief investment consultant. She argued that the early retirement plan would have a significant and negative impact on the fund.
Today, 10-year Treasury is 1.8%. If you use historical average, you can draw the conclusion 7% return may be very challenging.
Relative to the projections that were provided, I know that the number that was used was 1,800. Okay, then that's the total number of employees who are eligible all throughout the government. Again, another doomsday scenario, which we don't think is realistic.
If you just don't have anybody early retire, or anybody take early retirement package, just by extending the amortization period alone is 1.24 minus 200 million, which is still $1 billion.
Okay.
So the more impact comes from the amortization period.
In the end, Fund Chairman San Augustine said he's willing to work with the administration. All they have to do is give him a call.
I'm surprised that the administration just chose not to, just seems to ignore us, the president. We're going to be here. We just can't erase us from the map. They think that every time they seem to deal with the retirement, they just want to go directly to here. I don't see why they can't pick up the phone. 475-8943. Call them up right away. I mean, it's as simple as can be. But there are things in this bill that we like to work with it, frankly. I mean, maybe there may be some solutions, as what Jerry said. Maybe a reduced annuity.
Kevin Kerrigan, PNC News.